parallel to all of this stuff, there was things like the long notes starting to happen, which was becoming a very, very critical program. And was starting to champion, though musicians like Tommy, people who were slightly on the margins, because they were kind of, you know, when something gets organised like that, it becomes difficult for individual thought and for individuals to express themselves, and they kind of get left a little bit behind in it. And Tony McMahon, to his great credit, made sure that that wasn't going to be the case in terms of a lot of musicians. So Tommy would have featured a lot in the long note, his music, and would have been spoken about. And people like Tommy Potts and Davy Stewart in Scotland. And it wasn't just Irish musicians, it was English musicians and Scottish musicians. And there was a whole sort of exploration of the Scottish kind of singing tradition in it. And, you know, things like the Donegal fiddle tradition, you know, through Tommy, hearing tunes like the Oak Tree and all these, the 9 Points of Roguery or the Black Marathon, were getting an airing on national radio, which they hadn't got before that. There was that kind of line across the country that kind of north of which you didn't quite go. And there was also that attitude in the early years that sort of Donegal music was kind of lesser because of its connection with Scotland. Same way in which the dialect, in speaking of Irish, was not represented in the school curriculum. So there was a whole sort of, there was a kind of apartheid is sort of is too strong a word, but there was a kind of an ignoring of it, that it was sort of lesser. But I think Tommy's playing and Tommy coming to Dublin like that, and he had a huge influence on a whole variety, a whole gang of us, you know, and you know, people like the Castle Cayley band were playing tunes that Tommy brought down, you know. So, and that's to their great credit that they saw the worth of it. But he was kind of pretty central to all of that.